Here are 3 Avant pop albums that I would induct into my own personal cult canon. 2 artists today, 3 albums. In 2003, Y and Fog, individually and together, were making some of my favorite music. 2 guys with nasally voices and hip-hop backgrounds making really interesting lo-fi collage pop. In May of 2003, Andrew Broder, aka Fog, released Ether Teeth, a strange and beautiful record full of slurry melodies and cut-and-paste detours. To me, it felt like a Sufjan Stevens record warped in the sun. They both had proclivities for intimate acoustic guitar, piano balladry, brass, and mini symphonic swells, but Fog songs were more prone to collapse in unexpected directions. Underneath the bricolage, though, there are really defined tunes that'll stick with you. The crescendo on the Girl from the Gum commercial will truly sweep you away. It's a super underrated weirdo pop record that really opened me up to the possibilities of song structure when I first heard it. The next month, in June of 2003, Anticon's Yoni Wolf, aka Y, released Oakland as an Asylum. This album felt like a real shift in his sound that he would go on to perfect as the project continued, leaning more into abstract indie rock rather than abstract hip-hop, but ultimately unclassifiable. This was a record where he started to give his experimental style more of a pop structure, but still retained his more absurd lyrical wanderings. Lots of abstracted humor here. Parts of it feel like Daniel Johnson remixed by Matmos. The song A Little Titanic feels like a real precursor to stuff like Nourished by Time, and how it creates these genre hodgepodges to build something so singular. This album is the perfect introduction to Y's whole thing, and it's quietly a classic in my book. Then in October of 2003, Y and Fog collaborated for the self-titled Hymie's Basement album, one of the most underrated albums of all time in my book, impressionistic indie pop at its finest, where the somber meets the surreal. Right out of the gate, the poppier sounds that they had individually been gravitating toward come into full bloom on album opener 21st Century Pop Song, a dark look at Bush-era America with an ironic sing-along chorus that'll forever be seared into my brain. The rest of the album finds the perfect meeting point for their 2 styles, which are totally complementary. They really get the best out of each other on this one and push each other into rusty, ghostly soundscapes, water-damaged balladry, and splattered fragments of existential dread. These albums are a bit of an acquired taste, but if you can get into them, it's really rewarding. One of the most incredible run of albums, and ones that still hold up today. They're cult canon for sure.